So I want to take this a little deeper. And we talked about the ants. And that's just oversimple for me. And so killing ants for me is like a mental exercise. It's all in my left brain. And what I'd like to do today is to take us to a much deeper level. For there are neural pathways in the body that are sending signals to the brain, and the brain is translating them into beliefs. And these beliefs are forming our thoughts and causing us to have our beliefs in the world, what we think, what we believe. So we can exterminate the ants, as in the exercise that we just talked about, or we can keep them from getting into the house and avoid the work of extermination. So what do I mean by that? There are experiences of safety or lack of safety that we are aware of, and there's this thing called neuroception. And neuroception signals our bodies about danger without our awareness. We have gut feelings, we have heart-informed feelings, we have implicit feelings that move us along a continuum, and that continuum between safety and the survival response. And the survival response is fight, flight, or freeze. So I'm talking about the autonomic nervous system. And this system has picked up cues from the environment and has initiated a response long before the brain catches up to what has occurred. So when we are embodied and aware of what our body is telling us, it's impossible to disrupt the ants before they can get into the house. And I hope this is making sense. So what I would like to explore with you today is the neuroception of safety, the whole idea of safety. I'd like to explore with you what safety feels like in your body. How do you know when you are safe? What are the sensations in your body? What are the images? What are the emotions that tell you that you're safe? And if we know what the experience of safety is, then we can find a safe place to go to or return to when our autonomic nervous system senses danger. So we can move towards safety or survival, or in some cases, both can be happening in our system at the same time. So let's kind of be curious about this and explore. So I'm going to move into an exercise here, and it's an invitation. If something doesn't feel safe, or if something feels uncomfortable, you can leave this exercise at any time. So I'm going to invite you to find a comfortable position, and I'm assuming everybody's sitting in a chair. And you can be sitting in a chair or lying down or standing up, wherever your body feels the safest. And allow your body to find that position that is most comfortable for you. And just allow everything to be there just the way it is. There's nothing to fix or forcibly adjust or change unless your body is calling for an adjustment for comfort. So close your eyes if you feel safe enough to do so, and just notice if you have a breath. Just notice if you have a breath. Are you breathing? How do you know that you're breathing? What are you aware of in the presence of the word breath? Just be aware. And just note if anything shifts as you bring awareness to your breath. Anything shift in your body. And I invite you to place your feet on the floor or just bring your attention to them if they're already on the floor. And it's just an invitation, and there are no musts. And if you bring your awareness to your feet on the floor, what do you notice in your body? Did anything change or shift? Is there a different sensation? Does an emotion arise? Does an image come up to be noticed? Just be aware. And just be aware that you're aware. And let's be curious about this thing called safety. How do you know that you're safe? Do you feel safe? Are there any sensations in your body that tell you that you're safe? Have you ever felt safe? And if you have, where does safety live in your body? Does it have a specific location? And if so, invite your awareness to that location. Does it have a specific vibration? Is there a color? Does it have a temperature? Is it hot? Is it warm? Is it cool? Is it neutral? How does safety show up in your body? Is it hard? Is it soft? Is it still? And in your body, in the presence of safety, what does your body want to do? Is there a movement that wants to happen? Does stillness just want to happen? Just be curious. There are no right answers here. It's about your experience. So in the presence of this thing called safety, is there any emotion that emerges? And if so, what is that emotion? And if you can experience any emotion, where is that emotion located in your body? What's the sensation of it? Is it hot? Is it cold? Does it have a shape? Is it pleasant? Is it unpleasant? How does safety show up for you? Are there any images that want to come up? Does it take you to a far off place? Does it bring you present into yourself? Does the word safety involve any people in your life? Does it bring up any images of any pets Does it take you into nature? Do you see images of a beach or a forest, or maybe even an ice glacier, or maybe a gentle stream or an ocean? What comes forward for you? How does safety show up for you? Is it a gentle hug or embrace from a safe person? So just take a moment and be with these sensations, be with these emotions, be with these images or even thoughts. And just allow yourself to experience them. Stay with them. Be fully aware of them. We're beginning to create new neural pathways in the brain. These new neural pathways are strengthened when we're able to fully be present to these experiences as they're happening in present time. We're creating a place to come back to when life feels scary or challenging or dysregulated or chaotic. We get to create our own internal safe space and be held and supported by our Creator if that feels appropriate. This is our home base when life seems to be drawing us into survival. This is our safe space. And if you're feeling safe enough to do so, let's take this exercise even to another level. And if this is too much for your system, you can stop at any time. So think of something or someone that feels just a little bit unsafe, unsafe in your life right now. Something small. We don't want to pick the biggest thing out there because there are a lot of big things out there right now. And so where does this lack of safety live in your body? Just touch it for a brief moment. Don't hang out there with it too long, but just notice, what is the sensation of it? Where do you experience it in your body? And when you get a sense of it, just touch it and gently pivot back to your safe space. Move back to your image, your emotions, your feelings of safety. Notice if anything shifts in your body. When you come back to your place of safety, can you feel your heartbeat? Are you aware of any gut sounds? Is there a feeling of expansion in your body? Are your muscles relaxed or are they contracted? Just be aware of what happens in your body as you come back to that place of safety. That's the safe place. That's the place where no one or no thing can touch you. It's that place that's yours and yours alone, a place that allows you to experience peace and serenity, where all of the bracing in the body lets go, where you can let go of everything, where you can be totally vulnerable. And if you have a resource, or if you have a spiritual practice, or whatever you see in this world is greater than yourself in the universe, just notice, are they in your safe space? Are they helping to hold this container of safety for you? Know where home is. Know whose home is with you. Know who supports you, whether seen or unseen. Know what nourishes you. Know what happens in your body when you're in your safe space. And therefore, you will always know when you're starting to leave that space and how to find your way back home. It's going to become more difficult for any challenges in this world to permanently pull you out of that space. You know your way back. So just gently allow yourself to take a breath, whatever breath feels right for you. And when you're ready, allow yourself to come back to the room. And if you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, allow your eyes to slowly move around your space or whatever room that you're in. Do the objects in your space bring a sensation of safety? Is there any object in particular that brings more of a sense of safety into your awareness? Just allow this experience to just sink deep into your beingness. We've just taken a journey into your home, your safe space. And you can come back here anytime you choose. And thanks for trusting me to lead you through this exercise. And you can open your eyes anytime you're ready. I just ask that you orient around the room a little before you come back to the screen. Yeah. Safety is all there is. Any questions, any comments, any sharing of experiences?
Well, I'll say that, Karen, you are an amazing healer. This was a wonderful exercise, and it was a beautiful experience. And thank you for sharing this.
Thank you. I'm trying to get everybody unmuted. Oh, you are, except Shirley. Shirley, unmute yourself. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Elaine.
Yeah, it was.
As I work with trauma, oh, go ahead, Shirley. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, ditto from what Lainey was saying. It was very. I felt very safe to have you guiding me through that, because there was a whole trust issue, just to engage in the process. So it was good to hold a safe space, and that was sacred for me to be able to experience it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. We always talk about survival. We always talk about the fight, the flight, and the freeze. But very seldom do we pause to ground in the safety. And for every part of the nervous system that responds in the fight, in the flight, and the freeze, it also has a component that takes us into safety. And there's a practice there to practice and build those neurons in the brain to help us to automatically, when we're challenged, to go back to that place of safety. And it's a practice. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eric, can I put you on the spot, or would you like to not
Absolutely.
share?
No, I was actually pleasantly surprised. I really didn't know what to expect. I'm a combat veteran, and I've had a lot of traumatic instances. So safety for me is usually not something I find a whole lot of, and especially in areas that I'm uncomfortable with. But I really liked the ants, and kind of approaching things with a little bit more of a just changing the verbiage instead of being more negative about things, kind of change it to looking at the positive stuff. And I feel like that can help me kind of find that, safety in certain places and stuff like that outside of my comfort zone. But I enjoyed this. I really didn't expect it to be something that virtually can happen, but it was actually quite a pleasant experience. I really appreciate it, Karen. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you very much.